What's going on, guys and gals? Welcome back to the channel. Here this evening after I got off worked from 8 to 5 today, and I am wore out. So and it was hot too. I was working out in lawn and garden all day today at Menards. Be doing that tomorrow. We did get some late afternoon rain, and as you can tell, let's see, right there, the one just passed over that way. They're getting prepped for the next round of seeding the sky. Some more. This time it's supposed to be some severe weather, possibly on into later on the night, in the morning hours, of course. We already had some pretty big thunderstorms head that way, and I guess while I was at work, they got some heavy downpours and some pea-sized hail out here today. We just got a, like I said, 5-10 minute downpour at work about 15-20 minutes before I left. But anyway, now it's cleared off, kind of cloudy anyway. I got the fan going just to make sure the mosquitoes don't start to get me. Anyway, rambling on. So I thought I would give Rock Auto one more chance on the cam bolts for the upper control arms. This time I went with some that cost some more money than the old cheapos, and I went with Movtech. They're quite a few more dollars, but they weren't top of the line like AC Delco or one of the other brands. I can't remember what it was, but Moog or something. I figured lightning couldn't strike twice in the same spot, right? Well, don't bother to buy these either, because this is what you get. Somewhat of a in between a good and kind of flimsy lock nut, or lock washer, I should say. This is okay. But you see on here, one of the flaws, it is not welded on this side at the base of the bolt to the washer. It's pressed in, and I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if we can focus. It's acting up tonight. There we go. Them real fine little fins, little teeth. Well, here's the problem. That might work, but look at the gap in there. There's a big gap on the back side compared to the front side. It's just pressed on there. And then we've got this issue again. What they do? Ground off the top again. Bottom, fine. Top, bad. And this is what happens. So you put this along with this just being pressed on, and what happens when you go to set this up? It'll strip them teeth right off of there, and this thing will go whoop like that, and this will have a lot of play, and your geometry of your suspension will be off. Not good. Could cause an accident. Could cause tire wear and stuff like that. So going with my original plan, I'll work on the originals, get them grooves I showed you in the last video, just enough welded to cover in them grooves, and then grind them. I got a buddy of mine gave me a big bench grinder, and so I'll run that back and forth and grind them welds down, and then I'll recheck to make sure they're all smooth after that. So that's for the original ones. I'm just gonna not buy. This was after I filled out the complaint form and said the first ones are absolutely horrible, and I put it toward. They gave me a refund in the amount of either money back on my debit card or in-store credit. I did the in-store credit, and I upgraded what I thought was the better cam bolts, and then I had to pay a little extra because, like I said, the other ones are like the cheapos. so I had to cough up a little bit of money, and so I'm just done with all that. And O'Reilly's wants $30 or $40 in town for just one of these, and I would have to go in there and take a look to see what kind of quality it is. I can't remember who it's through. I don't know if it's Standard or Moog or whoever it is, but it's $30, $40 a piece just for one of these, not for a set. So brand new. I don't know. Tell me in the comments what you think. Do you think I'm just being a cheap ass, or do you think that's a little expensive for cam bolts? Anyway, we're at a stopping point with the seats for right now because all this rain, and hopefully we're not going to be raining on. It's not going to be raining on Monday. Hopefully when I'm off, because it did it the other day when I was off. It was raining, and so we'll get the seats taken care of. I'll pull the seats back out. I haven't had a chance to even paint the pieces that I built for underneath the seats yet because of all the rain that we've been having. And I'm going to patch up the floor like I said. But before I end this video, I want to show you so far what I've got done on the front suspension. Now keep in mind, this isn't bolted up tight for torque spec tight or anything like that. It's just in there waiting for the rest of the stuff, and then I can tighten it all up at the last once I get everything on. But okay, here we go. Okay, so I got with that Rock Auto kit, I also ordered the Moog front strut bar bushings from Moog, the rubber ones. Basically, these are the old ones. They're kind of dry rotted, and the kit came with all the bushings plus all 4 of these brand new washers. And so I got the new bushings and the washers on there, and the bolt is down hand tight. The bolt on the back of the strut bar is hand tight. And then hold on a minute. Sorry for the noise in the background. We got that shop fan going. But as you can see, got the polyurethane bushings in there, or bushing I should say. This is loose for now. That's loose. The torsion bar there, I'm gonna have to do one at a time. Pull them out. Wear my chemical gloves that I call the gauntlets. They come all the way up to the elbow. I gotta scrub and wash those down with gasoline because they're coated from one end to the other with bearing grease, motor grease, and all kinds of grime that, since whoever owned this before me or before that person, they didn't get the oil leaks fixed, so that thing's got grease and all kinds of stuff. So I got to degrease that, clean it up, get that all ready, and then all I got left is to replace the idler arm here, the what is it? The pitman arm over on the other side. Let's see what else. I got the drag link is already painted and waiting to be put on. I got to get the tie rod ends and the upper and lower ball joints. But anyway, like I said, those are, I don't know what it was about. I had to buy a new bushing set, a polyurethane bushing set. So this side has a red bushing in there, so they didn't have black. So this side seemed to have fought with me quite a bit just to get that bushing in there. It tore. Remember I told you in the last video, or before that one, I went to press the one in and it got caught and turned sideways and ripped the bushing in half when I was putting the pivot shaft in there. I had to that metal sleeve that goes on the back side of the pivot shaft, I had to put that on and take it to the bench grinder and grind it down to where it was, and then use my digital caliper to measure the width of the back of the pivot shaft compared to the sleeve, so they would line up evenly. They were the same outer dimension, and then I had to smooth out the back edge of that sleeve as well, and then I had to end up grinding a little bit on the inside of that bushing with a die grinder bit and I took maybe 1/1000th of an inch or a hair more out, and it finally all went in there. No, it wasn't loose or nothing. So anyway, got that crap fixed. And the last thing, as I don't have it here with me, it's back at the press, but I went and bought a piece of black steel pipe from Menards. I took the measurements before I went and bought it, but here is the one of the upper control arms with the brand new polyurethane bushings installed. And what I did is I cut out the piece to match the inner diameter in here, and then I took my cut off wheel and cut out a section on one side of the tube so that when I'd slide the tube on, the tube would slide past the bushing here and surround it, so I could put this in the press without distorting these pieces here on the end and bending them out of shape. So I got that. Just waiting for upper control arm ball joints and lower ball joints. Sorry, allergies are acting up, especially with that fan blowing. I already got the spindles quite a while back painted with that black epoxy paint. So yeah, just a lot of little odds and ends. So, but anyway, it's kind of a short video. I know I kind of rambled, but there was some other odds and ends I just wanted to show you there. And before too long, this beast to be down on all four, and maybe we can actually take this thing for a test drive. Now we're gonna leave the interior as is for a while. We'll probably get the carpet, stuff like that, put in there, but we're gonna see how bad. We're gonna decide on what we want to do about the door panels, because I've cleaned them and I've let them soak in some rubber, vinyl, and plastic conditioner for like a week, and they're still not really pliable. The stuff that's popped up off the panel itself, and there's a lot of cracks on some of it. What I might end up doing is using aluminum plate, thin aluminum plate, to mimic panels, or I might use a fiberboard with a smooth side and then prep them and paint them and try to make, I don't know, maybe fake door panels to match the interior to look like the old ones. I don't know, I haven't decided yet, but we'll probably end up driving around without the panels on the door, and it's going to be a little while before we have the headliner installed. so it won't have a headliner, but we just want to be able to get it out and drive it around for a little bit, up and down the neighborhood for a while, until I can get a little bit better quality tires, newer tires put on this thing. These are just good used tires, but I just feel more comfortable with buying a new set of tires, like a couple out of each paycheck or every other paycheck, something like that. But yeah. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, stay tuned.